so much in there. And so I think that like a big part of it is just exploring like all the different there's so much the dope, exactly, like there's just so, and essentially like, you know, every song there's only, what do they say in jazz school, you know, it's like it's all the same chords. It's just like all these, so many songs are built in the same chords. So it's just like discovering what is this moment, you know. But
lovely. I can't wait to see her like it finish.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of these, you know.
You might be like, I don't know.
You know, sometimes I like play them once and I'm like, yeah, it's good. Other times they just like they rock. So do you wanna
it can literally go anywhere. Yeah.
Do you want to do one, or should we take a cue, or do you want to just rock into one and then we can do cues? What do you feel?
We could do one and just to get out the one out of the way, and then do a cue.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Guys, I'm not gonna be playing the piano. You feel me? I'm not gonna be singing. Okay, so I'm just gonna play a little bit and then explain, because I was telling Raina that when we were talking about like sharing, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I'm such a scary person when it comes to just sharing anything when it's not like super complete, by something beautiful, and something when it's not complete, because then you see where it was and then see where it ends up. But so I've been let me just play a little bit and then I'm gonna
do it. We're so ready. That's right, Najee. Just reading our comments.
Okay, is it loud?
Hi, James. It's good. We can hear it.
Okay. So I'm trying to decide.
That's great.
This is like mainly beat because I produced this.
Did you produce this? That line though.
Rocky makes beats. Yes.
That's so sick.
Makes you want to swim. Okay, so like a little vocals come in.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to work on. Very like chill. I'll talk about it when it's done. What up? I'm rapping. You probably just can't hear it because it's like not fully mixed. You said spit the 16? Okay. Okay. Let me explain now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
Boom.
Great.
So boom. Okay, so I told you that like during this process I've just been yeah, we can't hear the words, but the beat dope. Okay, yeah, that's a mixing thing. I started creating this beat actually on GarageBand like
Okay.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then like during this lockdown, I've been making bedroom pop, you guys. I've been making pop music. So yeah, so actually created like right now I'm looking at like I've all the music that I've created during this lockdown, and I have a solid pop album, like real, like just from everything that I've been creating. And that was one of the things that's gonna be on it, or that I'm working on, is called Pesticide.
So,
Yeah, and the word is really like about like a guy who just like an insect, like like a guy that just like came out of nowhere and was there being like annoying, and then I had to get like rid of him. So and it's like how like insects kind of like come out of nowhere,
totally.
so that was the vibe. um there was words on it, but that's something I'm probably gonna have to work on, like mixing and leveling. Also too, I'm learning how to like mix on my own, like slowly. I really want to send all of it out and be like, here, just deal with this, but I want to at least use this time to like learn how to mix. And he said bedroom bucket. I'm done. Anyway.
It's so good. It's so good.
Singing.
And I wanted to ask you also about, and then we maybe should take some questions from folks.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask you just about Anti quickly, and like just what that process was of writing it, and also of like producing it and putting it out. Like I'm sort of just curious, like because that track is so good. I know that that's like a big one, your most recent release, right?
Yeah, that's like my recent and only release.
Yeah, it was like a huge deal. So I'm just curious, like also like how you're feeling after putting it out. But I'm curious the process surrounding it because it's so good.
It's so crazy because I actually like did like a mini podcast which was gonna be one of the marketing points that I used Anti on how I made it, but just never happened to come out. So boom, basically I was like trying to write a new song, and then I came across a beat, and it was so funny. Okay, so this story is actually really funny. I was like on YouTube. So yeah, sometimes I go on YouTube still. Now producers are sending me beats, so it's like here to get more like beats I know. But I was on YouTube and I came across a beat. It was like Travis Scott in bed with a thermometer. It was a cartoon. It was a cartoon.
That's amazing.
Oh, like clown shit or something like that. And I was like, I'd be sick in bed. Like I was just like, wait a minute. Whoa, that line just came from that cartoon, and that was it. Like that I'm sick, and really, I'm always, if you talk to people who are close, like like my family and stuff, I'm always, something's always wrong with me. Like I'm like, my tummy hurts, my head hurts. Like I'm always sick or something like that. Even though I feel like I'm a pretty healthy human being, but something's always bothering me. And during that time too, I was dealing a lot with the industry and just like being, and I actually wrote it like maybe like early last, I would say. And came from dealing with recording and trying to be an artist at the beginning of last year was really trash. And I was like, I'm never a rapper because I can't record my like I couldn't find my voice as a recording artist because I've been performing for so long. I was sounding like a character like on record. So when I finally wrote that, okay, I need to record this as soon as possible so that way it's not like, you know what I mean? Like when you go to the stage to like recording, it's just like, I do not suggest anyone do that. And you know what I mean? Like, unless you're just, I mean, at least for rapping, I think.
Yeah.
But so anyways, when I wrote it, and, like the first people I always show my music to is like Jay and my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're like, this is cool, then I like move forward. I don't remember what they said, but obviously it moved forward.
Mm-hmm.
I got with this play that joint with the slow breakdown, pain management. That song is long. They like
Maybe it
um
could be like the out, as we're like,
the outro.
you know.
Oh yeah, and there's a voice memo on there with a bunch of people that in this chat on it. But anyways, so I got with the producer, I mean not producer, engineer Belair. He's also a producer. He engineered like LL for J and recorded with him. He just made the process so much like
Mm-hmm.
easy to record because he wasn't just like, yo, that's lit. This is lit. This is
Mm-hmm.
lit. Like some like engineers are like, yo, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That push you or give you critique or like try this and try that. I think working with him was really like easy because it was like I could really like play with my voice and get feedback and like go. And that's what I like too. Like it wasn't like we was chilling, nobody was smoking, drinking, whatever. It was like, okay, that line, do that again, try it like this way. Okay, boom, like you know what I mean? And then it was done in maybe like an hour, 2 hours. And then did I answer the question?
No, yeah, no, it's dope. And I like totally. Yeah. It's so important who you choose to also surround yourself with because I feel like like some people bring it out and some people don't. And so not only they not, but sometimes I don't even know what it is. Like I just feel like there's some creative energy that like actually makes me like smaller and like not
Mm,
you know what I mean? And so yeah, like figuring out who those people are who let you like shine, especially in the studio where it's like pressure, to get it right. It's so good. It's I love it. I love that track.
yeah,
Congrats on the release.
thank you. I
Yeah.
feel like it happened. Oh, and you said, how do I feel now? I feel like I'm just like, because I had a whole rollout plan to release like 2 other singles and then an EP, but the universe just like everything, not even just like the fact that it's lockdown and I can't shoot to do
Yeah.
marketing or anything. It's just like I haven't been I haven't like recorded a few of the songs that are supposed to be on the EP because I can't figure out how I want to do it,
Yeah.
and I just haven't had focus on that um that vibe. So I don't know.
So fair. Yeah.
I think it's just going with the flow too. It's like he
Totally.
said, at least. I don't know if people are gonna hear it because people didn't hear my voice on the track. So I mean, if you want me to play, I'll play. I was gonna play not right now, but after. But I
Yeah.
was I'm reading what he's saying. I was gonna play No Face, but it's okay. I'll play it. I had a recording my vocals and was perfect. Like you aren't.
Crackle. Yeah. I mean, I feel like just to snap crackle pops like just comment right of like I feel like different things work for different people, but it's just so important to be like I actually feel trusting of this person exactly and be in the same vibe because it's like I don't know. I did a music video for my upcoming album, and it was all women, and
Mm,
like, dude, like, I don't know. I allowed me to be free in this way that was so important, and I think it might be like a different context for everyone, but like
it's
the
a
people in the room are really it's just so important that they're the right people.
they
Um,
like music with imperfections,
mm,
like slight imperfections.
keep the human in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like all music because I was really trying to get like anti like super perfect,
yeah.
and then but I was just holding on to it too long. So then I was just like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like,
I
so
think
I think
ready, right? That's such a big question. I feel like.
where the mistakes are usually what makes it special.
Mm.
Oh, thank you. Let's see what questions you guys have.
Yeah, because I think that they actually like shut us down after an hour, right? I feel like.
Oh, oh.
Hey, I don't know. I think that they're like limited. Otherwise, it should be blowing up all day.
No. Okay, Ocean Cat said Ocean Cat is a dope ass artist, engineer, musician, does everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Ocean.
He said, "What's an example of you channeling your subconscious in your writing process?"
Such a good cue.
Whoa.
The cues are just so good.
Oh, yeah. Do you have the answer? Because I don't yet.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when I was younger and I was like newer to writing, I often would write songs I had no idea what they were about until afterwards, and I was like, that was all my unconscious, dude. Like, I don't even know. Like, there was just very little like active story. Like, I wasn't like trying to tell a very specific story, and so I think that in certain ways that was like a weakness of the songs also too. But I think that when I was younger, it was in certain ways way more that. And now I feel like what we were saying earlier, it's like, I feel like again with the headspace, it's like I'm really trying to honor what is coming up from like a really deep place. Like I'm really trying to like figure out like what needs to be said, and like I feel like it's an honoring of the unconscious in this way. And you know, and I think when that's the case, like I play stuff that I wrote years ago, and I still feel they still move me or something, you know, because I feel like. So I definitely think that, yeah. And sometimes I write shit, I'm like, damn, is that how I feel?
Oh.
You know, like even if I do know what the song's about, I'll be like, yeah, I think that is how I feel. And I think that also like in certain ways, like the artistic process is like a place where we are allowed to feel those things. You know, like there's shit in my songs that, or like energies in my songs that I don't let out that much, you know? And so I think it's also like, it's a place to let these other feelings and thoughts like show themselves and hold space, you know? What about you? How does that resonate?
That's a dope question.
That's a good one.
I feel like, when I feel compelled to sing about something, rap about something or whatever, it's usually because of the subconscious. Like, I don't think sometimes there don't be times when I'm thinking about specific. I'll just like, I think that's when I was talking about like feeling something or whatever. It's not necessary. It won't even be like necessarily what I'm feeling in that moment. It might be like, I'll just like the other day I did like well, yesterday I think I like just saying a phrase over and over and over again, and then like added music to it, and then I was just like, why am I saying this phrase? Is it because, and I forgive you and I'm sorry. I kept over and over again, and then it took me like from an acting standpoint, right? Like when we have to do these things where like when you're going into a role, you kind of have to like go certain moments that may not have happened to you in your real life, or it may be similar. You have to like tap into those emotions or in those situations and then bring it to the character or whatever. I feel that conscious thing with like with that moment of saying I forgive you, I'm sorry or whatever. It's like I was saying the lines, but like I was somewhere in my subconscious, I was going to a place that that I needed to say that during that time. But I was saying it now because I'm ready to say it now. I don't know if it sounds like crazy, like deep.
Beautiful.
Feeling like God or whatever you call it is giving me the words and I'm just the vessel. That's
it. I mean, I totally feel that, but you know, on some level. It's like absolutely the vessel. That's so beautifully said, Rocky. I love that.
Let's see what else they have this. How are you adjusting to drop Bel Air, the engineer, producer? How are you and artist? How are you adjusting to dropping content in these times?
I mean, I think that this is one version, you know, in a way. It's like, how do we stay connected? Um, I've been sharing some just videos of whatever songs I've been writing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I actually am going to release a song in the next like month or two, just a collaboration with my brother. But yeah, I think that it's a big adjustment. And um, I think that the reality also is like, we don't really know what the next bunch of months look like. You know,
Exactly.
like, so I feel like it's really, it's just, I don't know. I think it's day by day. So I'm still going to release some stuff. Some stuff is still happening according to plan, and also like adjusting and figuring out new ways to stay, um, new ways to honor the process and stay connected with people. So,
That's
what
like
about you?
that's what I was gonna say. I don't really have a plan. I know I'm gonna release No Face because it seems like good timing,
Yeah,
but just like given everything that's going on, but I just don't have the space to market it the way that I want to market it, which would be to like a video and certain things. Think I got places are closed, so it's like, do I wait for that? Do I think of something else, or when we don't know what's the right timing and what to do? I think I think I'll come to that answer as I think about it by day. I think I'll just have to like be actively thinking about it.
yeah, and especially like if it comes to like a full like a big project, I think we're so used to it being important to like marry a show with a release so that people can like be at a live concert when the record, like there's all these like lining up of things that are no longer options, but they will be at some, like
Mm-hmm.
just so day by day figuring that out. Do you want to take one more and then like play your track while we fade or something?
Yeah, let's definitely because I have like wait a second. I don't know what's going on. 1 second. We have 8 minutes of if it does shut us off. Okay, so what's the best way to find inspiration in a time of slight confusion?
Hmm. I would say as much as we can, like allowing there to be space and like allowing ourselves to be surprised by what is coming up and like what it's like if it's not a creative time, all good, and if it is a creative time, but it might look really different than what we imagine it would look like. So I think a part of this moment for me is like just allowing for surprise and like letting move through like what actually is moving, because I think that like we put a lot of pressure on the work and we put a lot of pressure on the craft to like be what we want it to be and make us feel a certain way or like bring what I think we end up putting a lot of pressure on the craft. And so I think to just put as much space around it and let it be what it actually is,
Mm-hmm.
just to like let the craft feel safe to come show its head. Someone else earlier, I don't know if they're still here, but was talking about a writing block, and I just feel like just let it be what it is, and then maybe it will become something different. Just let it, it's like, I tell the story, I'm gonna end in a second, but like it's like letting a kitty know it's safe to come kick it. If you like run after the cat, the kitty's gonna be like, I'm not trying to kick it with you, like you're safe. Hooked up with like the milk and the chick, like you just kick it and like let the kitten know that it's a safe spot, and then I think, I don't know, maybe she'll come play.
That's facts. It said word in a way there is no playing field
Yeah,
right now, or it's completely leveled. So
that's right.
yep,
And we're all in this together, so just like,
we're all
what would
in
you say?
together.
We're fine. What would you say, Rocky? And then play your track, and we'll just vibe out. Sorry.
What's the best way to find inspiration? Fusion. Yeah. I don't search for it. I don't know. It's like I think I let it be. I'm trying. I'm also trying to get better at that because it's our jobs to create as like working professional artists, but then also like just me. Like if the inspiration's not there, or like if I don't get the vibe to like do it, if I'm confused, then it's probably not gonna work out for me. I think it's probably not gonna work out. So maybe if there's a topic that I want to address or like make music about, I'll just put in my notes or something, or it's something, and I start to get confused. I'll just go back to it. I think going back to stuff is usually like what a lot of. Yeah, thank you, Tommy.
Thank you to everyone for coming and kicking it with us and asking such good questions.
Yeah,
put your track on.
Debate. No.
Maybe we'll see you guys
play this track
week. Rocky, what do you think?
You said what happened?
I was like, maybe we'll see everyone next week.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Same vibe. If you guys are like totally, there is no spoon. If you guys are totally into that,
yeah, that's awesome. We'll figure it out. All right, play us out.
I'll just play it out.
All right.
This is only because Jay asked me to play.
Oh, we want it. We so want it. Thanks, Snap Crackle Pop. Hope to see you next time. Silver, are you laughing at my cat comment or? For all of my people on this, check out Rocky and all of the shit she's put out. She's amazing. Definitely keep it further.
I don't know I'm dancing to this. Can you guys give me I did like a slow down, breakdown thing. Thank you, Jump Fu. There's like a whole voice memo conversation that happens at the end of this, talking about modern life with a bunch of my friends, but you guys are not going to be able to hear it because the song's so long. And we have like 55 seconds remaining.
All right, well, you can give us the insight. Next week, we're going to go inside the conversation, get more on that.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Dope idea. I'm so glad that she came to me with this. This is going to be a cool thing. If you guys are interested in like maybe talking with us or like hosting something like this with us, we'll talk about it. We'll like figure it out for the next one, spice it up and stuff. Thank you so much, Raina. It was so dope.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Rocky. I love kicking it with you. It's fun.
Guys,
Thanks, guys. Happy Sunday.
It was right in our 8 seconds.
Are they gonna just shut us down? I don't even know.
Hi.